Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. These rivalry games can... blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The running back has it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll bring it back. It's Lewis. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got it on the right. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Grab near the marker. It's White. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Vols moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes the connection, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Beck. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lovett. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Fast motion from the offense. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out, but when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The give to the back. and a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. On the run, it's Sampson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a fourth down and 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for space. It's Sampson. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Third down coming.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game. I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Beck. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Looking deep. It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Tlobf. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It leads to
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. He's right on target.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Dogs will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And that is how we will wrap this one up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every